A year since the historic ceasefire between Kenyatta and Opposition Chief Raila Odinga that led to the much talked about handshake, the status of Raila Odinga appears to have gradually grown, leaving many unanswered questions about his role in the Jubilee administration. Apart from the appointment by the African Union as the High Representative for Infrastructure in Africa, cabinet secretaries have either been calling him directly or visiting his office to brief him on key government issues. The most recent being 1 week ago, when Agriculture CS Mwangi Kiunjuri went to Raila's office at Capitol Hill to brief him on the steps he had taken to ensure that the sugarcane industry is revamped ahead of a summit that happened in Kisumu. Last year, Eugene Wamalwa was set to visit Raila's office and brief him on the preparations for the 5th Devolution Conference that was held in Kakamega, only for him to be engaged in another meeting.
But it should also be understood that since last year, Raila has acquired some additional responsibility of working together with Uhuru Kenyatta, who is the president, to bring this country together. But beyond that, also to actualize the 9-point agenda that they talked about, one of which is corruption.
You've seen now his involvement in the structuring of the sugar subsector. He's yielding results even before the process starts. His mere involvement in the process, his mere presence in the meeting discussing the sugar subsector is enough indicate that this process needs to be moved forward.
Kama Raila sasa amekuwa ndio appointing authority in this country, I want to dare you, Tinga, wherever you are, come and sack me. Kuja unifute.
When former Sports Minister Rashid Echesa was sacked from cabinet less than 5 months after daring Raila Odinga to sack him, many still believe he had a hand in the sacking of Echesa.
Echesa's presence in the cabinet was a total mistake. Everybody should, I think we agree on that. A few people who refuse to accept that fact, but that is the fact. Even when he was appointed, people were like, where has this come from? Because first, he doesn't have the intellectual capacity to be in a cabinet of the 21st century.
On Thursday last week, the former Prime Minister was at the JKIA to see off the president of DR Congo, Felix Tshisekedi, as he left the country after attending the One Planet Summit. Last week, the former premier ordered Nairobi Governor Mike Sonko to immediately start the reconstruction of Toy Market after it was razed down by fire.
Mimi nataka kusema hapa, nitamwambia gavana akija hapa, hii soko iwe chini ya usimamizi ya serikali ya county, ili izuie wale ambao wanatema mate, wakiona kama kuna kiwanja hapa wanakuja kuchoma. Tutafanya harakati ya kufanya marekebisho hapa ili izuiliwe kabisa. Tunataka mabati ingie hapa mara moja na mastall zijengewe mara moja.
Hii vita dhidi ya ufisadi, tunataka baba, tunataka Rais Kenyatta, tunataka Deputy President watusaidie Nairobi County. Nairobi County bado kuna wafisadi.
And the new roles, which remain informal and being undertaken by the former Prime Minister, has caused jitters among the political class, and especially those allied to the Deputy President William Ruto.
Huyu Raila tumemwambia awaje kutupatia lecture. Yeye ni mkora. Alijitangaza rais. Hiyo ni ukora kubwa kwa Kenya. Alitakikana kunyongwa. Lakini saa hizi anafanya joke sana, sema unajua mimi nilijitangaza rais. Rais alikuwa pale, tukasalimiana. That guy should be in cell.
Ile shughuli ambayo anafanya kibarua ya mtu mwingine. Hiyo si kibarua yake.
Mgeni ameingia mpaka bedroom. Sasa ndiye anatawala. Na wache niwaambie kitu kimoja. Agenda yoyote ambayo inaongozwa na mgeni huyo, mimi kwenye thuku sijawahi support, because he always have a ulterior motive.
In his Twitter handle, former presidential candidate Mwalimu Dida criticized the new roles, saying, and I quote, "Former Prime Minister Honorable Raila is now ordering payments, just ordered Sonko to rebuild the market, and is chairing serious meetings. Cabinet secretaries are also reporting to his office. The president has taken the backbench, casually driving himself around town. what a time to live, and quote,
that, I think, is what is causing some kind of jittery among some politicians, asking questions as to why cabinet secretaries are meeting Raila Odinga. That is because their boss, the appointing authority, has a good and a close working relationship with him. And since your boss respects someone, you have no choice but also to respect the same person.
As usual, political opponents will be worried. But that's none of our business as a country, or as Kenyans. Political opponents must always be worried wherever their perceived opponents are doing well. Okay? But I think we need to rise above this pettiness.
Sources close to the two leaders, the president and the former premier, hardly does a day end before they check on each other, even as they continue cementing their newfound relationship. Well, the bottom line is that the opposition is nowhere, as its members continue to be accused of going to bed with the government. Chris Dairo, KTN News.